Hello, children. This is your mother. Now listen to this. Once upon a time there was a wily wolf. That's me. A wicked witch. And a ginormous giant. These three villains earned their reputation in a selection of folk tales set in the dark woods, deep lakes, and enchanted castles. In this story, the villain is none other than the cunning wolf. Once upon a time, a farmer had a horse which had helped him on his farm for many, many years. The horse lived in a stable with only a barn owl as company. The horse had been strong and faithful, pulling the farmer's plough through the muddiest fields and dragging his cart up the steepest hills. But now he was getting old and thin. The farmer began to have doubts about his faithful beast. I don't think you're up to all that hard graft. I should only stable and feed you if you prove to me you're still strong enough to work. Now, roaming the neighborhood of the farm was the wily wolf who had been helping himself to the farmer's chickens. Oh, yes, I always prefer these free-range chickens. Now then, you catch that wolf and drag him here to me, and you'll have shown you're strong enough to stay on the farm. Saying this, the farmer shooed the horse out of his stable and immediately replaced him with a new gleaming red six-cylinder tractor. So much for fidelity, groaned the poor horse as he stumbled into the nearby wood. Watching all this from behind a tree was the hungry wolf. He was keen to eat the horse, but he thought he could fatten him up for a better meal. Horse fricassee, that's what I want. Pardon me, coughed the wolf, but you're looking a bit on the thin side. I found a pile of oats, and I haven't eaten one, but I saved them all for you. Well, that wasn't very generous of you, said the horse. And why not? Because wolves don't eat oats, so you're only giving away what you don't want in the first place. This is gonna take some thought, said the wolf. But of course, the horse had similar thoughts. After all, the horse had to try and catch the wolf to prove himself to the farmer, and the wolf had to catch the horse because he was starving. Yes, that's what I want, a horse a la carte. The wolf slipped off into the forest again. Tricky one, hooted the barn owl perched in a tree. The horse looked up. Yes, he said, how am I to catch the wolf and take him back to the farm? Hoot-hoo! I have a plan, hooted the owl. You lay down perfectly still as if you are dead, and hoot-hoo, leave the rest to me. The horse did as he was told, pleased to take a rest anyway, and the owl flew off into the forest to find the wolf. The wolf was asleep, propped up under a tree, dreaming of horse steaks and chips and onion rings, when the owl swooped down over him. "Mr. Wolf," he hooted, "there's an old horse lying back there. I think you have frightened him to death. He'll make a fine meal for you." "Oh, yes, his ribs might be tasty with barbecue sauce, if he could spare any," said the wise-cracking wolf. So saying, the wolf set off back towards the horse, with the owl swooping around his head. "Doo-doo!" "Hey, cut that out," said the wolf, "or you'll be next on the menu." They came to the clearing, where the horse lay perfectly still, as instructed. "Why don't I tie his leading rein to your tail?" suggested the owl, "so that you can drag him back to your lair, and then you can eat him at your convenience." "Just a minute. I never eat in my convenience," said the wolf. However, he saw the sense in dragging the old horse away, so stood still while the bird set to work. The crafty owl flew in patterns, tying the leading rein to the two back legs of the luckless wolf. So finally they were knotted together. "Hey, how you getting on at the back? I'm getting pretty hungry at the front." "Won't be a second, ooh," hooted the owl, putting the finishing touches to his knot. "Okay, ooh," whispered the owl into the horse's ear. "Giddy up!" On the command, the faithful horse rose to his feet and cantered off, dragging the wolf behind. "Hey, will you stop that? Will you stop doing this to me? Will you stop that now? Let's be friends." They arrived back at the farm. To his horror, the horse saw that swine of a farmer had converted his farm into a golf club. Membership fees £500, and no ladies in the bar. And worse still, the faithful horse's barn was now the clubhouse. No horses in the bar. The farmer signed up the wolf as a caddy, while the old horse, with the owl for company, was sent to a retirement home for old horses under the Care in the Community Horses Act, where they set up a sandwich bar. Oh, yum, yum.
There's something funny going on. I think it must be the cannibals. They're here next.